In this video, I want to give you the best credit card welcome bonuses for February 2026. This time, we won't just be looking at bonuses in terms of points, but we also have 0% APR offers. We have a Chase card that went away for a long time and is now back. Then we have extra promotions from a certain hotel where you can earn a load of points and a brand new credit card also from Chase to talk about. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel, I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe, but let's get into it. So this video is about credit card welcome bonuses and some other types of related bonuses that you can get in February 2026. If you don't know what a welcome bonus is, it is when a credit card will give new customers who sign up a certain amount of points or cashback for spending a certain amount of money in a set period of time. For example, 50,000 points for spending $4,000 in 3 months. That 50,000 points is probably worth around $500, and the banks do this to attract new customers, but for us, it's a great way to earn lots of points or cashback very quickly. Now, before we get into our first featured bonus of this video, the high bonuses on the Amex Gold and Amex Platinum are still running. You can get up to 100,000 points on the Gold and up to 175,000 points on the Platinum, depending on what they offer you, okay? And you can try it. You can try and apply and see what they offer you without any impact to your credit score, right? You don't have to accept the application if you don't like it, if they don't offer you the full 175, for example. If you want to check any of those out, click my referral link down below. You can find the Gold and the Platinum with those high offers and a load of other Amex cards with welcome bonuses as well. But let's get into our first card, which is a brand new card from Chase with a big cashback bonus. The Chase Disney Inspire card. So we did a rumor video about this a few days ago. I know some people, hoped that it was going to be like the new Chase Hyatt card that is supposed to be coming out. But okay, a Disney card. I know it's not what like everyone would want, but okay. So there was a display that someone saw at Disney's Epcot Park in Florida, which was probably put up a little too early by the staff who didn't know what they were doing perhaps. But just a few days ago, like literally 3 or 4 days after we came out with that video, the card has now been formally released and it confirms many of the points from that rumor. So we have this press release from Chase, and it specifically mentions the 2-part welcome bonus worth $600 if you apply for this card now. So you get $300 in the form of a Disney gift card immediately upon approval, and then if you spend $1,000 in 3 months, you get a $300 statement credit. Now, we mainly focus on the bonuses in these videos, okay? We don't normally talk about how many points they earn, etc. And this bonus is a pretty high bonus for cashback, or sort of equivalent of cashback, all right? The gift card, it's like a cash equivalent. And the fact that $300 of it is just given to you immediately in the form of a gift card is really cool, okay? There's no spend requirement for the first half of it. But another really cool part about this card is that you get $200 in Disney Rewards dollars when you spend $2,000 a year at Disney resorts or cruise lines, and a $100 credit after you spend $2,000 on Disney theme park tickets. So this really is the card to get if you're thinking about taking a Disneyland vacation this spring or summer. That's a total of $900 in savings you could be getting from the welcome bonus and those annual bonuses together. And the fact that you also get a $120 annual credit for Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN subscriptions almost completely wipes out the annual fee of $149. So I see it as a great card if you're going to go and do a Disney vacation. If not, then it's kind of pointless. I would even go as far as to open this just to take the family to Disneyland and then close it before the renewal date. So if you are planning on a Disney vacation, do check it out. You might get good value. All right, let's move on to our next bonus. The US Bank Business Cards. So next we have 2 business credit cards from US Bank that are offering a $750 cashback welcome bonus. These 2 offers are slightly different. So the first is the US Bank Leverage Card. This one is offering a $750 cashback bonus for spending $7,500 on the owner's account in your first 120 days. Has to be the owner's account, all right? Your authorized users don't count. Then the other one is the US Bank Triple Cash, which has a few 3% categories. That's why it's called Triple Cash. And that one's also $750 cashback bonus, but it has a slightly lower spend requirement of $6,000 on the owner's account in the first 180 days. So if you are after cashback, these 2 are pretty good options with not out of this world spend requirements. All right, let's move on to our next bonus. Hyatt Bonus Journeys. Okay, so this one isn't a credit card welcome bonus, but instead a little promotion from Hyatt. Hyatt points, by the way, are really valuable. I think PointsGuy values them at 1.7 cents a piece. All right, so all you have to do is sign up with your Hyatt membership number, and I will post the website for this down below in the comments, probably a pinned comment, and you will get 3,000 points every 3 nights at participating hotels worldwide up to 21,000, and also have the opportunity to get 1,000 points every 3 nights at the lower end Hyatt Place and Hyatt Select hotels. Those points would be on top of what you earn anyway from your stay and whatever credit card you used, and that's a nice little easy promotion that you can sign up for if you happen to be staying at a Hyatt soon. You do need to register before April 15th, and the stay needs to be before October 15th. And this includes Hyatt Hotels and Resorts, but also Mr. and Mrs. Smith Hotels and the Venetian Resort in Vegas, which I've been to and I really like. All right, next bonus. The Chase Slate card is back. So the Chase Slate is Chase's balance transfer card. This card had no public application link for quite a while, at least probably a couple of years. You couldn't, just go to Chase's site and find it. It was only available through a targeted offer. Like if maybe Chase saw that you had like high balances, they'd send you an offer for this. But now it is back, and it's offering 21 months of 0% APR. That's one of the best out there. And yeah, I know this isn't a bonus in the same way as the other cards in this video, but this is a very useful tool if you happen to have got yourself into credit card debt. And US credit card debt is now higher than ever. So I'm guessing there's got to be some people in the audience who have racked up a little bit of debt over the past few years. Now, in the past, this credit card didn't have a balance transfer fee, which made it even better, all right? But unfortunately, it does now have a balance transfer fee of 5% to transfer a balance, which is on the high side, okay? There are many of them that are 3%, but you do get 21 months interest-free, okay? So many of the 3% ones perhaps would be like 15 months or 12 months or something. So, you got to weigh it up. But the great thing about balance transfer cards is that you can just focus on paying down debt without having to pay interest. And if you don't know much about balance transfer cards and you want to find out more, like how they work, etc., do check out my video on the subject. It looks like this, and I'll put it on the end screen of this video for you to click on. All right, next bonus. The Capital One Venture. Okay, so this is on the Capital One Venture card. Not the Venture X, not the high-end one, but the mid-tier Capital One Venture card. This bonus was around for a while in the past, then it went away, and now it is back. We have a $250 credit for Capital One travel, plus 75,000 points for spending $4,000 on purchases in the first 3 months of card ownership. Actually, I think Capital One calls them miles, not points. 75,000 Capital One miles. So that is at least $1,000 in value, since Capital One miles are worth 1 cent per point through the portal. But if you use the PointsGuys valuation, which take into account high value you may get from transferring points to airlines, Capital One miles are worth 1.85 cents each. So that takes us to $1,387.50 in value for the points, miles. Plus the $250 travel credit, that's going to be $1,637.50 in total. So if you're interested, do check that out. They say it's a limited time offer. I'm not sure when it's ending, so be quick. All right, let's now look at some airline cards. The United Airlines business cards. So we have 2 of the United business cards offering 100,000 point welcome bonuses plus 2,000 premier qualifying points for spending $5,000 in your first 3 months. What is more is that these 2 cards will also give you 10,000 extra United miles when you add an authorized user. So that takes you to 110,000. Now there's actually another link where you can get up to 115,000 miles on each of these cards. You get the 100,000 for the base offer, you get 10,000 for the authorized user, and then an extra 5,000 for using a flight attendant's code. Now, if you have a code from a flight attendant, great, but if not, United tells you to enter 999999, that's 6 nines, to indicate that you don't have a code. And then they say that they may or may not award you the extra 5,000 miles. I'm guessing they probably wouldn't, but you never know. Personally, I wouldn't risk it just for 5,000 extra miles, all right? It's not that much. If you want to know the value of the bonus, PointsGuy gives us 1.5 cents in value each for United miles, so the 100,000 point bonus is going to be worth $1,500. That's a pretty big bonus. And then if you get the 10,000 for the authorized user, that takes you to $1,650 in value. All right, let's move on to our final bonus of the day, and that is on the Built Palladium card. All right, so I know some people have felt disappointed by the release of the new Bilt cards with benefits that aren't as rich as they hoped. I guess the sticking point is really the fact that you now need Bilt Cash in order to earn points on rent and mortgage payments, which means that you have to use the Bilt card a lot more than before for everyday purchases. You can't just buy 5 bananas and then earn points on rent each month.
Hey, Richard, a banana?
Oh, no, I'm good, man. I got 5.
No, now you need to earn a certain amount of Bilt Cash on your spend. These cards do earn, though, 4% in Bilt Cash on everything, and you need that in order to exchange it for earning points on rent or mortgages. But you can also exchange Bilt Cash for other things. It's actually usable at a 1-to-1 ratio for Lyft rides, for example, which is actually a pretty lucrative use for it if you're someone who uses Lyft a lot anyway and pays for it with real money normally, okay? Because it basically becomes a 4% cashback card, and you earn Bilt points on top of that. But anyway, think of it what you will. You know, some people will like it, some people won't. But there is one of these new Bilt cards that actually has a pretty sweet welcome bonus, and that is the Bilt Palladium card. 50,000 Bilt points as a welcome bonus. That alone is worth $1,100 if you use a point sky valuation for Bilt points. Then we also have Bilt Gold status. That unlocks higher transfer bonuses each rent day. So you could be getting a 75% bonus with Gold when you transfer your points over to an airline or hotel account. 75% is what was the bonus for Gold last rent day with Accor hotels. And that would mean that you would end up with 87,500 points in whatever airline or hotel's account that you were getting the bonus on. I think the points guy accounts for that in his 2.2 cents valuation for Bilt points. But then on top of that, you actually also get $300 in Bilt Cash as an extra welcome bonus as soon as you sign up, all right? No spend requirement for that part. So if we add it all together, that's going to be $1,400 in value. The annual fee is $495, so it basically is $900 in value after deducting the annual fee. Okay, $905 if you want to be really exact. So if you are looking for a big amount of Bilt points, this could be the card to get. If you want to watch my full breakdown of the new Bilt cards, check out this video. I will put it on the end screen. And if you want to sign up for the Bilt Rewards program, okay, so not the cards, but just the rewards program, it allows you to earn rent with any credit card for a small fee, but you can also earn 3 extra points per dollar on top of what you earn on your credit card on restaurants in their dining program, which is really useful. And you get 1 extra point per dollar at Walgreens as well. If you're interested in that, do click my link down below. And don't forget to link a card that you already have in your wallet so that you can actually earn points on dining and at Walgreens. All right, guys, that's the video for today. I will put links to all of the things we've talked about down below, the Amex cards, the Bilt dining program, the Hyatt promotion, etc. It'll all be down there either in the description or in a pinned comment. Please subscribe to our channel if you're new. We thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.